No, you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your life. Them bitches ain't gonna give it to you, right? I'd rather be your B-I-T-C-H.
Hi, I'm Zaria.
And I'm Aika.
And this is
Calming the Chaos.
Woo! Welcome back to our final episode of Season 1, Episode 10.
All's the snaps.
We are so glad that you guys have made it this far with us.
And we hope that you continue on to Season 2. First, I want to start off. This video is going to be unedited.
Okay.
So, we're having a little contest. So, every time we say the word like in this podcast, you have to count it. And however much it comes up to be, whoever was the closest number to what was the actual number will get like a nice basket. Like, we'll make you like a nice basket, of course, we'll ask the winner, like, what things do you like to get a good sense of what things to put in the basket. But we're having a little contest. So every time you hear the word like, count it.
Yes. Can you guys take that direction?
Yes. If you need some explaining, too bad.
Oh my God.
We've been promoting all week, so you should already know what's up.
Yes. We will be back. We're gonna take a little hiatus because Maika is starting a new job. I need a break. So we're gonna take a little hiatus, so we'll probably be back early October, but we'll keep you posted.
Mm-hmm.
If you go and follow our TikTok and Instagram at Calmingthechaos _22.
Again, that's Calmingthechaos _22. And our Facebook is Calmingthechaos minus the underscore, but then between the 22.
Yeah. So if you would like to go follow us and like and subscribe to everything on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, that would be greatly appreciated. You have about 2 months to give us some information and stories and all the other good stuff that you want us to hear or you want to hear us talk about on the podcast.
And don't think we're just going to go away. We're still going to be active. I'm going to be actively working on our website and building our platform. And we might do some TikToks.
Yeah, some TikToks. Because we really need content for our TikTok page.
Yeah. Because
we don't really have a lot of content.
It's also because we don't have a lot of time.
Well, yes, we really don't.
Time ain't really on our side.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time. But, I'm just glad for all of our supporters, and I actually want to give a couple shoutouts before we get into the main topic, too. I matched with this girl on Bumble, and I've been networking on there, too, so I've been, sending people, every time I would match with somebody, I would just send them the link to our YouTube, but then, still talk to them, because I'm not,
not gonna just hit it and quit it.
Yeah, it's a Bumble BFF, not Bumble dating. Because I have
she's
a
taken.
Yes.
As y'all remember, episode 8.
So I sent it to this girl, Alana, on Bumble, and she was like, I totally vibed. It feels like I'm actually sitting there and laughing with y'all. Love the conversations you guys had, and just by reading the titles, I can already tell that I'm going to enjoy others. I love the willingness to talk about tough conversations like Roe versus Wade, and making it normal to talk about. And I really like that because when I first wanted to do this podcast, I wanted us to be very authentic and talk about the shit that people don't talk about or is too scared to talk about.
We want to say the stuff that other people are too scared to say. We want to keep it real.
Yes. No sugarcoating over here. I had to break my Ika out of that.
Yeah. But I sugarcoat a lot.
Yeah, so. I don't. Everything is off the fly. I fly by the seam of my pants. Don't care if you don't like what I got to say, whatever. But if you still tune in, that's great. You're going to eventually be making us money, so.
And we still, would appreciate your feedback. enlighten us on a lot of different things, like whatever we're talking about. If you don't agree with us, tell us.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments.
Let's
Make
start
it
a
known.
conversation.
Healthy conversations. Let's not get into no fights because, you know, we got to keep it civil.
Yes.
But, you know, healthy conversations is what make this world go round. So.
Right. And then also my friend Michelle, she didn't really say much, but she did say that she does listen to and from work.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed that because it's like, you do. You listen to us.
And, like, my stepmom, she always talks about how as soon as she puts the baby down, she finally gets some alone time. She puts on my podcast and she just listens to us talk and laugh. And she always tries to give us some type of feedback, which I think is amazing. And even my sister, like, she's like, girl, I listen to every podcast. So, it's...
And, like, we can't grow without our fan base. And
mm-hmm.
thankfully, to all the 47 subscribers that we do have right now,
Thank you.
Yes, I thank you, and I really, really, really do appreciate you guys because in just like a few short weeks, we went up like almost 20.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like, we doubled.
Yeah. So I am very thankful for you guys, and I hope that you guys continue to watch us and listen to us on our journey, and maybe
share us.
Yeah, and
share
hopefully,
us with your friends.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back with video footage of
Mm-hmm.
us doing a podcast when we come back. So
our next goal is definitely vlogging so that you guys could see the things that we do all the time together.
Yeah.
Like, if we're walking around Walmart, we think of just some weird shit.
Right.
and vlog it. Whenever we're chilling by the pool, we try to get some good pictures. I know, like, we're planning things for the upcoming holiday of Halloween. So...
in November, we're going to be kind of busy.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I just really hope you guys stick with us, and we just need your feedback, and we need topics and stuff, so you have about 2 months to think about it, and
reach out to us.
Yes. All right, let's get into it. So, as I was saying, you want to get into it?
Sure.
Okay. What was your experience growing up in a one-person household?
So, I feel like it was a weird experience, only because I was that one person who was like, oh, I didn't grow up in my house with my dad. You know, like, I didn't have a male figure that I could lean on. Like, I really didn't have any male figure to lean on to maybe even teach me, you know, right from wrong when it came with boys.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, as you've heard in our last podcast, I feel like that would have helped me in the future, you know, like, or in the past.
I mean, yeah, but I guess you could say it would help you, but you also can say in the same breath that, like, you never know if it could help you, because either way, all the things could have still happened to you if you had a loving, caring father right there holding your hand through it all.
But I feel like it's also like the butterfly effect. You know, if something happens the way that it happens, but something... So, like, me growing up in a one-person household and just growing up with my mom, I feel like if it was the scenario of me growing up in the household with my mom and my dad, and they were together, I feel like that would have changed my perspective on a lot of things. When I was younger, I always felt like I didn't have the greatest example of, like, a loving couple.
Mm-hmm.
My Nana and my grandfather, like, they were evergreen, like, completely in love with each other. They are when I picture a relationship, they are what I want to have. But it's like, in my own household with my mom, I just haven't seen the best scenarios when it comes to having a male in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that would have made a very big difference if I would have had my father in the house with me, and if they were together. But because they're not together, all my siblings grew up, like, without me.
Mm-hmm.
All my siblings are half siblings. I don't have any full siblings.
Me neither.
So it's like, I feel like if they were together, I would have another full sibling. I would have, like, a decent household where it's not just me and my mom, or me, my mom, and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know, like, for me, it was definitely a weird, different situation. Because, like, I want to say, like, kindergarten, first grade when my dad died. And then I was 9 years old, fourth grade when my mom died. And granted, like, before my dad died, my parents were still together. So, like, I saw them together, but they were never married. My family doesn't really get married a lot, and I also have half siblings. But I did grow up with 3 out of the other 3, because I'm the youngest of 6, but 3 are on the dad's side and 3 are on my mom's side. The ones on my mom's side I grew up with. So I only grew up with my brothers, my older brothers. Never grew up with my other older 2 sisters and my other older brother. So, like, I don't really have that strong of a connection. And, like, to be honest, I'm 23, about to be 24, and I still don't really know them.
Yeah.
Like, we talk kind of ish, and we have a family Zoom every Sunday I see my sister on, and we talk that way. But we don't have that, like, sisterly connection, and it was always a struggle, especially with my one sister, because she's the oldest out of the whole bunch on both sides. And she kind of talked to me in a way as if she was my mother, and I didn't like that because I didn't need another mom when my aunts were watching over me, and so was my grandmother. She raised me. So it was kind of hard to get that connection with her because it was always just like a pushback on both ends, because she felt strongly one way and I felt strongly another way, and we just couldn't find any, like, common ground. So, like, for me growing up, it's like I even know, like, I don't have certain life lessons that I would have had if I had even just a mom or just a dad, like car issues. There's a lot of things I don't even know about a car because I never had anyone to show me what to look for if it's making this sound, or you should go get it checked out if it's doing this, or if it's rattling or something like that.
Like, you had to figure that all out. You had to figure that out all on your own?
Yeah, like, kind of. And even to this day, it's still mainly Brittany does a lot of things for me. And granted, she grew up without her real dad, but she had a stepfather figure who works on both of our cars and all his kids' cars. So that's where she, like, that's where she learned all of her knowledge from. And I feel like she gets annoyed with me sometimes when it comes to, like, even putting, like, air in my tires. But it's like I've never been showed how to do that.
Yeah. I feel like I do have my dad. Like, my dad's still here. He's still alive. It's just, he's so far from me.
Well, whose fault is that? You moved.
No, my mom moved.
But still, you were closer, and then you moved even farther.
Well, he shouldn't have done the things that he did to hurt her, to make her want to go further. Plus, there was more opportunities up here than she would have had in staying in that city. And honest to God, I thank her, because if I was to be raised in the city, I would have been killed by now. Like, I don't have street smarts. We've talked about this. And it's like we've also said, some people are born with it. I was not. So I don't think I would have made it in the city. I look at my sister and my brother and how they turned out, and
you're just a different
it scares
breed.
me. Like, I honest to God, if I was not, like, siblings with them, I don't think we would be friends. I think they would bully me.
I would bully. No, get it?
Like, I'm so shy and so timid and so, like, emo sometimes, and it's like, I don't know. I always ask my sister, I'm like, do you think we would be friends if we weren't sisters? Like, I honestly don't think so.
I would be friends with any of my, well, not to mention, the one that's closest in age to me is 7 years older than me, and then add that on top of everybody else that's older than him. So, I don't think we would have even had a chance to be friends.
Yeah.
But, if we were closer in age, I still don't think we would be friends, because I would talk to really one of my siblings, honestly, and me and him probably would have been friends if we were closer in age and stuff, because he's just real funny. So like
Mhm.
I like that. And me and him are more of like the smiley kind of people, and like we're just like funny, always joking. So like that's why me and him get along the best, and everybody else is so serious and like and I'm like, bro, lighten up a little bit.
Loosen up your shoulders.
Literally.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I feel like, and whenever I did go see my dad, like he was always working, like he would sleep a lot because he had to sleep so that he could have energy to go to work. And now as an adult, I understand that more.
Bro, as soon as I come home, I take off my shoes,
Take a nap.
I go in my bedroom, I get the cats out of the room, I close the door, turn on my fan, the AC is running on high, strip all my clothes off, plug in my phone, hop in the bed, and I am out. Until my girlfriend comes home from work and bothers me, but
But till then,
literally.
it's chillax time. And so I understand that more. So whenever I was there, it was me, my brother, and my sister. With my sister, I always had a closer bond with her than my brother. He was always just so focused on basketball, video games. He wasn't really focused on anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And with my sister, I would kick a ball around with her. I used to flip her off of things. Like I thought she was gonna be a gymnast at some point because I literally would like.
That's what I would do with my niece, and I'm so mad at her. She has not done cheerleading like at all, but all we did when she would come over when I would babysit her as like when she was like a kid, like a toddler, I would just flip her, do 1% bounce with her, throw her up in the air. Yep. I made sure she would stretch all the time. She was doing hill stretches, scorpions, like, and she doesn't really have that flexibility because you have to keep that. If you're that young and you can do all that stuff, because you're more flexible when you're a child, so like you have to keep that flexibility, like or else like, and she's really tall too, so I don't really think she could even do half the stuff that we were doing back in the day, except for only a split.
Yeah, that's wow. You really kept her going.
Yeah. She like wanted to be a cheerleader. I think she's always wanted to be a cheerleader, but I don't think her dad, my brother, wanted her to be a cheerleader, and I don't really know what her mom's opinion on it was, but I feel like because her dad was just like no about it, she just kind of was like whatever. Yeah. Because she even did dance too when she stopped that eventually.
I don't think my sibling. I don't think my sister did any like other sports other than I think she did soccer for some time. I was like, that's all me. Mm-hmm. Used to kick a ball around. I literally used to try to like test her with soccer. Other things. Me too. I don't have any like.
Why is soccer like that? A thing? Like, not even just that. Soccer is so fucking boring, and I hated going to gym class on soccer days. That was like the one thing. That was the one thing in gym class in school that I would like want to skip out on. Yeah. Everything else, I was like, okay, it's like a social hour or whatever. But like, no, I literally hate soccer.
I agree. So, yeah. Yeah. It's a little inside joke. Right. A little jokey joke.
But yeah, so I also wanted to talk about too, going outside with your best friend for the last time and like you not knowing that it was your last time going out to see your friend, which I think is so crazy. Like, when do the tables turn from your mind of being like a child wanting to go outside and play all the time to you being kind of like a young adult or whatever, or like more middle school where you're more into like technology and just going to like parties at that point?
Yeah, I feel like I understand what you mean. It took me till about like middle school going into high school. Like my friends at the time were shitty. I explained it I explained it. I explained it to you in the last episode how shitty they were. But it really took that situation and it took me a minute to just realize, fuck all you. I don't need you in my life, and I'd rather be without friends than be with fake friends that'll hurt me. And that was my turning point where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna chill in the house. You know, I'm gonna help my mom raise this baby because that was when my brother was born. That was like a year or so, or a year or two after my brother was born. So I was like, I'm gonna help my mom raise this baby. Like, I'm gonna focus on myself, and I really just tried to focus on my education. I was on the step team. Shout out to all my fellow steppers. And because she was a cheerleader, I was a stepper. Two different things.
Hey, we did a little bit of step.
We should do that. I teach you a cheer.
Oh my god!
You teach me a cheer. I'll teach you a step, and then we perform it for you guys.
Oh my god! So yeah,
if you want
guys,
that,
let us
in the
know
comments
because that could be TikTok content.
Oh yeah,
we should just start recording this. Like
honestly,
yeah, we should do that and then like save it. So that if they like comment back and be like, "Oh my god, we want to see it," then we'll post it.
And we got you. We need that one person to say something. Be that one person, y'all.
Yeah, it'll be so fun. Oh my god,
I'm excited.
We need to get the gang back together. So and Alana was a cheerleader too. So me and her can base. You can back spot, and we can fly Rose because Rose was a flyer and I flew her.
And I could teach you all a step.
Yes.
I'll make up something. A little combo.
Oh my gosh. I have to think of a little dance.
Yeah, a little something. I'm excited, y'all.
Oh my god.
But what was I saying? My fellow steppers.
Yeah, shout out to
sandwich,
them.
I was getting myself together. I was stepping. I eventually became captain of my step team towards my senior year. Like, I was with the shit. And I graduated high school with a 3.7 GPA. I said, you know what, friends? Fuck y'all. I'ma do me. And that's what the fuck I did.
I went to BOCES, and you get credits from BOCES, so I didn't have to take, like, all my math credits in regular high school.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to take, like, all my sciences or all my Englishes or whatever and stuff. So, how I graduated was I got to sign off on a Global Regents to, like, literally 30 minutes before I walked across the stage, I signed off on a paper exempting from it because I went to BOCES.
Damn, they do that.
Yeah. Because I failed it, and I would have had to take it over if I wasn't in BOCES, but because of BOCES, it gave me that credit.
BOCES saved you.
Yeah, and the thing is, they didn't even tell me until literally a month before graduation, and I'm not in a class for global right now, so how the fuck you want me to study? Or, like, learn anything? Like, what the fuck? Why would you tell me a month before, and then you pull this shit from BOCES out of your ass? Like, what the fuck?
Well, at least she got through.
Yeah. My grandma didn't go to my graduation, though. She raised me. She didn't go to my brother's either. And my mom was already passed at that point, too.
Yeah.
So.
My great-grandmother died the minute I was called up on stage. Yeah.
I'm not to laugh.
No,
but
it's
like,
just crazy.
Like, what the fuck? Like, she waited until you got your name called, and it was like, yep, this is the moment. Literally. I'm gonna make this about me. How can I make this situation about me?
But literally, the way my dad told me, it sounded like a movie. Like, I got called up to go across the stage. I was, like, getting my diploma. And then he got the phone call saying that, his grandmother died, which is my great-grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, like, after everything was done, like, I think the next day, he was like, Mama died. I was like, she what? Like, when was this? Like, what happened? And he was like, literally right after you got called up on stage is when I got the call that she had died. I was like, bro, are you serious? So maybe she was watching from heaven because she had to be already dead. To like, no, I'm so serious. Like, she had to be already dead. So maybe she was watching me from heaven walk across that stage.
Well, not really even heaven, because I don't think the soul passes that fast. It probably was like the waiting room to get into heaven that they have, like the limbo kind of thing.
So maybe she was there in spirit.
Yeah, so like her spirit was probably still there, but it wasn't at full rest.
Yeah. Never know, bro. Never know. But yeah, that was freaky.
My fucking back hurts. I'm sorry, but like I cannot stay still because right underneath my shoulder blade on the right and my back from like sitting down at work and shit, it is like killing me. It's almost like a pressure point. Like it has a heartbeat at this point.
I think I know what you're talking about. Like right here.
Yeah, like but over like right here.
Yeah.
It's so annoying and it's like beating right now and I'm having a hard time. So
Oh no.
yeah, Brittany's gonna rub my back tonight whether she likes it or not.
Oh, I was gonna say. Well, I would love me a good massage.
Yeah, you canceled on yours, I heard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a busy day, so.
Back to let's talk about that. Why do people say they busy when they really not busy?
We were just talking about this. I told you, like, I feel people try to stay busy because, at least for me, if I'm not busy and I'm not doing shit for a long period of time, my depression's like, you have nothing else to focus on me. Like, focus on your depression. No, don't focus on helping yourself. Just focus on, like, spiraling.
Yeah. Well, I know because I talked about it a little bit with my coworker, and she was basically saying people try to stay busy or act like they're busy when they're really not, or they just don't have, because maybe they just don't either have the time management, or she also said that they needed validation.
Or maybe they just want to dodge the subject.
I mean, yeah, that could be it too, but I also think it's a lot of validation. I feel like we're in a world where it feels like you have to be busy to almost be validated that you actually have a life.
Yeah. Because honestly, me not doing anything for these past couple months, you've been on my ass. Like, you bitch, you need to do something.
Yes.
And I'm just like.
Because I'm the type of friend, I don't like to just. I can't have friends in my presence who are just doing nothing and not really doing anything to help themselves. So, like, that to me is like the annoyance part. Especially when I'm trying to help you or help somebody else, but they're not really
trying to help themselves.
Yes, that's where the annoyance part. Because I'm not your mom, I'm your friend, and I'll help you as much as I can. But you gotta help me help you, and that's how I see it.
Yeah, I feel you, girl.
But yeah, so we're only at 27 minutes.
We're getting far.
Yeah, but we talked about the other stuff. But yeah. We're probably gonna have just a little bit of shorter podcast because we're beat, we're tired.
We literally just gave you 2 almost 1 hour podcasts over the last 2 weeks. Like, we've given you content.
I know.
And no feedback. So what's up with that?
Call them out.
What's up with that, y'all?
I wish so I downloaded something that's supposed to show you who actually subscribes to your YouTube channel, and I'm not really getting where I need to go, so we're gonna have to figure it out when we're done with this, because I want to know who exactly all is like subscribed to us.
So the ones who are not on that list would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck, my dude? Please subscribe. Please we want to get paid for this one day. We want all this hard work and all this effort and all this fucking editing to go towards something, and so that we can get reimbursed for all of our hard work. But we can't do this without you guys. We need you guys. We need you to support us. Support your Black creators. Support your Black, store owners. Like, support us.
And I also just want to say how, like, I just really hate when people, like, many different people create stuff and it's like a small business or something, or you're in a small town and you got somebody that's trying to do something good or create some type of content. Why do people gotta either be bitter or just not support you? Because I watched our first our pilot, our very first podcast that we created, and the views were over 100.
Yeah, it was walling. So where'd all those people go?
That's the thing. Like, if it's something we said, create that conversation. And we don't know if we're doing anything quote unquote wrong if you don't say it. Or we don't even know if we're doing anything right if you don't say it.
We need your feedback. We need to know what you guys are thinking. That way we can make it better for you. Because this isn't always just for us. This is for y'all too. This is so that y'all could have that outlet and be like, yeah, I've been thinking the same thing, but haven't really been able to talk about it. Talk about it with us. We will have a conversation with you. If you want to go off in our DMs, go the fuck off. We have a Bitchin Box for a reason.
Yeah.
So we're here. Even if you just want to talk to us and get to know us, like, we're willing to have the conversation with you. You just have to be the ones to reach out. Because we've been reaching out. You know?
I've been networking like a motherfucker lately. These past 2 weeks, I've been on ass.
You've been on some people's ass.
Yeah. Like literally to the point we already have a collaboration for season 2.
And if you want to collab, let us know. We still have not gotten anything for, the logo. If anybody wants to like draw us up like a 90s theme where it's like dripping those 90s theme t-shirts for
like
Calmingthechaos
type shit.
Yeah. And just put Calmingthechaos, doodle up a little drawing, and whoever's looks the best, like, we'll have a little contest and the winner will be chosen. And maybe even get a little surprise. You never know.
Might get like a gift card inside of like a gift basket or something, you know? Or send you some edible arrangements with like a gift card.
Or some edibles. No,
whatever you like.
You can have whatever you like.
So, we're trying to do things to pull people in, so we just need you guys to not only just keep this podcast to yourself, but share it. Yeah.
Spread the word. Spread it all over the universe. Spread it more than COVID. Like, spread it.
Literally.
So.
But we're so excited that this is the season finale, even though we love you guys.
We need a break.
Mamas need a break. Yeah, we got too much shit to do. So, with all love, once again, I'm Zaria.
And I'm Maika.
And this is Calming the Chaos. Bye!